Hello everyone, my name is Devin and thank you for tuning into my channel, Devin's Mastermind. So guys, guess what I saw today? I saw a scary movie. It was called Smile 2. And when I tell you that movie was scary and them folks were smiling crazy, they were smiling crazy. So all I'm trying to say is if you smile at me, I'm gonna hit you. Because I don't want you smiling at me in the way that they smile, because they smile real creepy and weird. And it looks like they about to do something to you, even though they finna do something to themselves. So all I'm trying to say is don't smile at me and we be good. Okay? So next up, I want to get into Alabama versus Tennessee. Alabama, as you know, Alabama lost to Tennessee. But you know, my famous call for Alabama is Blitz, Bama, Blitz. I don't give a pitch about the Roll Tide, baby. I like the Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide this, Roll Tide that. Well, guess what? Roll Tide lost. And that's all I got to say. Roll Tide lost, and they lost 24-17. And this is their 2 losses before November for the first time since 2007. I'm sure y'all don't like that. I do, because I'm not a Bama fan, because y'all win all the time, and I get tired of seeing the same team win. So I don't want to see that. So that's why I was so glad that Tennessee won. And hopefully Missouri can beat Alabama. Hopefully LSU can beat Alabama. Hopefully Auburn can beat Alabama. Hopefully anybody can beat Alabama at this point, because we don't need Alabama going to the CFP. And I repeat, I do not want Alabama to go to the college football playoff. You heard it from Devin's Mastermind. Okay, next up, I want to get into the Ravens versus Buccaneers. As you know, Lamar Jackson tossed 5 touchdown passes in his debut. At playing against the Buccaneers. And as you know, they won 41-31. So that was a good win for him. And as you know, look, Baker Mayfield, I think Chris Godwin and Mike Evans got hurt with 10 minutes or left in the game. So you know the Buccaneers are dealing with a lot of injuries. So as the 49ers, but the 49ers sucked. They're 3-4. They lost to the Chiefs 28-18. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions. Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions. But as you know, Patrick Mahomes has not had a good year in football as far as passing yards and touchdowns go. That man has been completely booty. Garbage. He sucks. He can't even complete a simple pass like Dak. But, Dak, he is just the worst quarterback I have ever seen. He's 2-5 in the playoffs. Hopefully Lamar Jackson can end his playoff, troubles where he's not good in the playoffs. Because, Lamar Jackson always has that problem. And it gets on my nerves because it's Lamar Jackson, I want to see you succeed so bad. But hopefully with Derrick Henry rushing the ball. Because, Derrick Henry is a big beast. He's 6'4", 260. Even Anthony Edwards said he wanted to tackle that. I'm like, Anthony Edwards, trust me, even though you're 6'4", 225, you do not want to tackle Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is a big man.
Yes.
Now, I probably want to tackle Derrick Henry, and I think I'd do a pretty good job at it if I was him, because, I'm a defensive guy, so I love to hit. I love to hit somebody real hard to the point where I knock their brains off. But either way, I can't do that no more. So next up, I want to get into, who else? Oregon. Oregon's the #1 team in the college football world, which is pretty good. Georgia's #2 because, Georgia beat Texas. And as you know, I know y'all going to say horns down. I'm not really a Horns fan. I'm actually an LSU fan. So we'll see LSU and Texas A&M square off for the top SEC, to see who gets the top of the SEC standings. So I can't wait to see that game. I hope LSU comes out with a victory. And the SEC is just loaded. Vanderbilt's finally good now. They're 5-2, 2-1. They got to play Texas but the game's at Vanderbilt, so they might actually win against Texas because Texas, lost to Georgia, and Texas, I can't believe Texas, you let me down like this. I wanted y'all to win so bad, and y'all let me down. And not just that, and then I had to also, I made a bet with somebody, so now I have to give them something from the Spirit Shop at my school. So Texas, you were a big letdown. I don't ever want to cheer for you ever again, because you really made me sad. I thought we had something together. I thought we had a great connection, but it turns out we did not have that. So what else did I want to get into? As you know, Oklahoma now sucks in the SEC. Now in the SEC, Texas ain't ready either. But Oklahoma and Texas, let me tell you something. They ain't ready for the SEC, because the SEC I'm talking about is a good conference. Can't nobody stop that conference. Can't nobody top it. It's gonna have 8 SEC teams ranked in the top 25. We all know that's the prime SEC. But like I said, Texas, Oklahoma, y'all ain't ready. Y'all need a little bit more time in the Big 12, and then I think y'all need to come to the SEC maybe in 2027, and then we'll see what goes on for y'all. So yeah, that's about it. And next up, I want to get into the Patriots. As you know, the Patriots suck now. So I can't believe I'm saying this because 5 years ago we would have been talking about the Patriots going to the Super Bowl and everything. And now that they suck, it's so finally good to see that because I don't like the Patriots. They win too much. Tom Brady wins too much. Bill Belichick wins too much. The whole team wins too much. And I get so tired of seeing that. And like I said, I'm an underdog person. I like to see the underdog do something. I don't like to see the team that wins all the time do something. I like to see the underdog whoop the big dog. So next up, I want to get into, as you know, Detroit Lions. They are 5-1 in the NFC North, so they're king of the North right now, and they're number one in the whole entirety of the NFC. So that's really great to see. I'm so glad that my Detroit Lions are finally now good again because there was once upon a time there was a man named Bobby Lane, and I'm sure y'all heard the story curse of Bobby Lane. Here's what happened is Bobby Lane was a quarterback in 1957 for the Lions. Then I think they traded him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So then not just that, he said that y'all are not going to win for the next 50 years. And boy, if that didn't hit home. And then not just that, their 51st year, in 2008, they went 0-16, which was garbage. Just like the Cleveland Browns, they're garbage. Sean Washington's garbage. They're 1-6, they're all garbage. But as you know, that's the curse of Bobby Lane and everything, so it's not a good curse, and I don't like that he did that because it's almost kind of like that's an evil man. Because how you gonna curse the Detroit Lions when everybody's gonna want to root for them and everything? But Bobby Lane, you just had to do it that way, and I don't like it for that, and I would never ever will. So next up, I wanted to get into the Minnesota Vikings. As you know, the Minnesota Vikings are 5-1. They got to play the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night. So if the Vikings win, they'll likely be 6-1, but they'll lead in the division and lead in the whole NFC for first. But then all the Lions have to do is keep winning and winning and winning the NFC North, because that NFC North division is a real good division. So all the Lions have to do is keep winning, while the Bears have to keep losing, the Packers have to keep losing, and who else is in that division? The Vikings got to keep losing. And then we'll have the Lions as NFC champs for the second time over the last 30 years. Because the last time the Lions were NFC North champs, that was in 1994, I think, 30 years ago. And then they finally got one last year. So they said the Browns are the only team with not a division title yet. So hopefully we see the Lions make it to the Super Bowl and beat Taylor Swift and the Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs. Because I get so tired of Taylor Swift. I don't even like Taylor Swift. I actually don't like her because how she has done football. She has made the Chiefs better and better and better. She has made the Chiefs win so many Super Bowls, even though they only won one with her being there. And I don't like that because I don't want to see that. I just don't. So I hope the Detroit Lions, I hope y'all can win. I hope y'all can beat them. And okay, so as y'all know, I wanted to talk about BYU and Utah. BYU 7-0 undefeated, so they may go to the college football playoff if they keep on winning. But it turns out Ms. Johnson, that's my theater teacher, it turns out BYU actually is the saving god of college football, and Utah's the one that sucks, because before it would have been Utah was always pretty good, and BYU was good, but all they would do is beat top 5 teams, and then the next thing you know, they would lose 5-6 games in the season, and they would still kind of suck and everything. So BYU's, they're the talk of the town. Utah, as you know, they're not good. They're 4-2. They lost to Arizona State 27-19. I kind of thought that they were going to be really competitive in their conference, but it turns out they're not. BYU is, and BYU probably will likely play Iowa State in the Big 12 championship. So I'm hoping to see that and everything. I'm hoping to see a lot of stuff. But either way, that's all I got to talk about. But Ms. Johnson, this one's for you. Bye-bye. And that's all I got to say. And I want to say thank y'all. I got 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I want to say I appreciate that. And maybe, I don't know, depending on if I have time or if I have the money, we might do a t-shirt giveaway. But either way, that'll be another story for another time. But I just want to say thank y'all for all y'all do. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.